help you with service today. Tip number 1. Listen and pay attention until the end. Tip number 2. Sing and participate in each activity. Tip number 3. Try to remember the key verse from today. See you later.
One, two, three, Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. God loved the world, so He gave His Son. Jesus is our friend. He loves everyone. God loved the world, so He gave His Son. Jesus is our friend. He loves everyone. Let's sing 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. God loved the world, so He gave His Son. Jesus is our friend. He loves everyone. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. Jesus rose again. My Jesus is alive.
We were made in the Hey Austin, do you want me to read you the key verse?
Sure.
You can find it in James chapter 1, verse 5.
Got it.
If any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him.
Would you like me to read you the story for today?
Sure.
Today's story happens right at the end of David's life when he makes his son Solomon king. God promised David that his descendants would remain on the throne as long as they honored God. Although we talked about one of David's big sins a few weeks ago, David was a kind that really tried to follow God's word. He asked God to forgive him and truly lived in a way that honored God. The Bible calls David a man after God's own heart, which means that God thought that David was like him. Now that his son Solomon was becoming king, David wanted to make sure Solomon understood how important it was for him to follow God and lead Israel to good during his reign. We see that Solomon understood from the start that he needed wisdom and help from God to achieve it. Hey guys, welcome back to Get Fit with God, where we exercise to make your heart stronger and healthier.
Just like we can exercise to make your hearts and body stronger, we can also exercise to make your hearts and body stronger by reading the Bible, studying the Bible, and more.
Today's exercise is
Flutter kicks and leg raises.
this works your core. Kira will be demonstrating it, and I'll be demonstrating the modification.
So for flutter kicks, you're going to want to lay down on your back like this, and then you're going to just keep your arms by your side, and you're going to point your toes and just kick your legs. And you want to keep the low because that's when they really work your abs. This. Now for a harder challenge, you could keep your head up, but you don't have to do that. And then for leg raises, you're going to want to be in the same position, but instead of rotating one by one, you're going to be doing like this. Up, down, up, down. And make sure you try not to touch your heels on the mats.
Now, for the modification for the flutter kicks, what you're going to do is instead of going like this, what you're going to do is you're going to bend your legs and then like this, and then you're going to go like this, and your toes can touch the ground like. And then for the
Leg raises.
thank you, Kara. So this is kind of going to be like the flutter kicks, but instead of going separately, you're going to go at the same time.
For the flutter kicks, we're going to be doing 5, and for the leg raises, we're also going to be doing 5. It's going to be like 1, 1, 2, 2, and so on. Ready, set, go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Now leg raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, that was a great workout today. I'm sorry to say, but that's it for today. We'll see you next time on Get Fit with God.
It's Bridge Kids Story Time!
Hello, Bridge of Hope. I'm Brielle Lamb, and welcome to another episode of Bridge Kids Story Time.
Today's story is Solomon Asks for Wisdom. Today's story can be found in 1 Kings chapter 2 verses 1 through 4 and chapter 3 verses 3 through 28. And now for our cast. Solomon. And now for our story. David's life was ending, and it was time for him to make one of his sons king. He chose Solomon. David lived to honor God and instructed his son to do the same.
Right at the start of his reign, God appeared to Solomon and offered him whatever he wanted. Solomon asked God for wisdom to lead his people, and his request pleased God. His request was granted. God gave Solomon so much wisdom that he became famous for it. He wrote many proverbs that are available for us to learn from in the Bible. This story reminds us that if we lack wisdom, God can give it to us in abundance in order to treat others well and follow Him.
That was Bridge Kids Story Time!
Hi, welcome to Bridge of Hope Craft Corner. I'm Miss Erin,
I'm Ben.
and today we talked about Solomon. Benjamin, do you know who Solomon was in the Bible?
No, not really.
Solomon was the next man to be king after King David.
Oh.
And Solomon asked God for wisdom, and God gave it to him. So today we're going to make ourselves a little king to remind us that if you ask God for wisdom, He will give you wisdom. Things you will need are glue stick, Sharpie, pencil, what's this?
Toilet paper roll.
Toilet paper tube, piece of gold paper, piece of red paper, and then a piece of blue paper. And then what are these?
Scissors.
Scissors. Okay, so first things first. I've already measured out all of our pieces of paper. You're going to You're going to draw on the back side of your gold paper a crown. Ben, you're funny. Alright, Ben, will you cut that out, please? And I'll start working on this one. For your orange piece of paper, this is going to be your beard. So, for your beard, you're going to need 2 long strips off of the beard that you will cut off. And I'll show you that in a minute. And then the rest of it, okay, I'll show you. Okay, so this is my piece of paper for my beard. I measured it on my toilet paper tube to see about how long I wanted the beard to be. You need 2 full lengths of the orange, and then you're going to divide the other section in about half. You're going to cut this section out and cut these 2 strips off, and it will make your beard. And I'll show you this really cool way to make it curled. We'll be right back while we work on some more things. Okay, we're back. So, I glued my blue piece of paper at the bottom. That is his clothes. Now, I'm going to show you how to make the curls at the end of his beard. So, I cut some slits in my orange piece of paper, not all the way up, just part way. And then you're going to take your scissors and press them against the paper and then curl. Now his beard is curly on the bottom. We're going to glue his beard on. So you do this piece first, the big piece on the bottom. So now I'm the king.
No, you're the queen.
Oh, excuse me. Now I'm the queen.
Yeah, because you're not a boy. You're not a boy.
Well, this may take a little bit more glue than what I did.
Oh, the ground.
All right, leave it be. Sit still, please. All right. The glue stick, it may take quite a bit of glue stick to get it to stick. So we're going to hold it to the toilet paper tube here.
Just put a big clump of glue.
Alright, now you'll see why we have these 2 long strips. So put some glue on these ones. You want to line your strip up with the beard and have it right next to it. because you'll see at the end why we're doing it that way. All right, so there's that piece.
I know why.
You'll see. All right. Now, look at there. Coming, getting close.
You have to put the crown on and draw the eyes in the mouth.
Yes. So that's what your Sharpie's for. Put his nose right there. And some eyes. And mouth. Look. Ah, so cute. And now we're going to put his crown on. Alright. Now, we're going to glue our king's crown on.
Ta-da!
There we have our little King Solomon. Wait a minute, Ben. I'm holding it so it'll glue. Well, there's our King Solomon. Solomon asked God for wisdom. Well, we hope you enjoyed our craft this week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Hello, Bridge of Hope. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you've been following us for a while, you may have noticed that our segment of Bridge Kids Storytime has changed. We now have an in-house group of middle schoolers who are trying their hand at illustration and animation. This is very exciting because it's a new ministry within Next Gen that has begun. So make sure that you watch Bridge Kids Storytime and our online segment, and make sure that you encourage them in the comments and let them know that you're watching. So today we have lesson 5, which is Solomon asks for wisdom. And so we are just want to keep in mind what he did as he was a new king, and God asked him, what do you want? What do you need? And instead of asking for riches and other things, he asked for wisdom. So the Bible says that if we lack wisdom, we can ask from God, and God will give it to us in abundance. And today we also shared a quick definition of what wisdom means. Wisdom means to know what is right and do it and use it in the right moment and in the right way. So I want to encourage you today to join us and pray and ask the Lord to give you the wisdom, to give us the wisdom so that we can navigate the different challenges and things that come our way. May God bless you. Thank you for joining us again. And make sure that you stick around for our family service at 11 a.m. And see you again next week at the same time. God bless you.
darkness into your light. My heart surrenders to your design. You gave me purpose, so I give my life. I'm giving you all of me.